about women today on this International Women's Day. We welcome Ashley Wiles, who is the founder of Soul Girls, on the show. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Quick question before we get into what you do and, of course, the important messages you have. You've obviously seen the Sophie Gregoire Trudeau, bit of a controversy over really acknowledging on this day the men in the lives. How do you feel? Do you think this is a bit overrated, this whole criticizing her about this?
No, not at all. I think this is a conversation we've been having for a while. This is the he for she movement, just, in Canada, and really continuing the same conversation. I think that it's a human issue. Women's Day is not just about women, it's about all of us together.
Fantastic, and it truly does take a village to be able to create awareness and create change for our gender, and that's really what you've done. Tell us about Soul Girls and how you came to create this really life-changing company for many girls.
Oh, thank you so much. We started in 2013, so we're coming up on our 4th birthday, and this really started from a very personal place of not really having enough support or community, and I love to run, so it was really a combination between running and girl power and connection and community and really understanding what we were all about as girls. So Soul Girls is a 9-week empowerment program, and we do camps and workshops as well, but in the 9-week program we train to run a 5-kilometer fun run. So I think you just saw the picture of the West Van run. That's the run we did on the weekend.
It's interesting because you look at a picture like that, and we've seen lots of runs and we've seen lots of teams, and there's always a sense of camaraderie, but what is specifically different about the group of girls that gets together? And when you talk about this 9-week program, what are you really trying to instill in our young women?
So every week is a different topic, so we're talking about everything from body image to nutrition to what it means to be a girl, and essentially our core values. How do we have stronger friendships, and what is this idea of sisterhood, so that we can really connect and love each other a little bit more.
When I was young, and when you were young, and probably when many of our viewers are young, we get asked when you're young, what do you want to be when you grow up? And that's for boys and girls, let's put it that way. And we put such a sense of importance on what we do. You have a bit of a different philosophy here.
Yeah, absolutely. My mom was very typically a school teacher, and she always told me that when she was, picking a career, there was really only a couple of options. And so I always got asked, what do you want to do when you're older? But girls, we find right now, are being asked, what's your passion? Who are you and what are you passionate about? Girls are like, I don't know. And so I think that this is really a great age to start asking those questions of, what's going on in your local community that interests you? What would you like to change just in your local space so that you could really have an impact in the world?
We're more than what we do, that is for sure. But what you do has created a huge impact, so much so that you are the only Canadian out of 13 finalists to be, well, really, the Brooks Coaching, you won a Brooks Coaching Award for being such an inspiring coach. We have a picture right here of you receiving that award. Perfect for Soul Girls, right? The sparkly running shoe. What is your philosophy when it comes to anybody out there that is mentoring? Because it is, as a coach for the young girls, you can have a way of being a little bit of a coach to coaches out there as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's really the skills beyond the skills. So it's not just about I'm teaching soccer or spinning or cycling or swimming or those typical sports. It's going beyond that. So being a mentor is not just understanding the skill, but what are girls or whoever you're mentoring going through at that moment, and how does my experience relate to that? So I hear from a lot of adults, oh, I don't know how I'll relate to a little girl, like things are changing, it's so different now. The reality is that it's not that different. They're still going through the same hormonal changes, they're still going through the frenemy issues and the friends issues and mental health. It's all very similar, and just because you're a girl or you're a boy or whatever, you can relate. And it's not just about the media.
Yeah. And hey, girls can participate in Ironman.
Yeah.
And you participated in a half Ironman. There's a picture of you right now. You're actually getting ready to compete again.
Yeah, next week in Mexico.
That is fantastic. Practicing what you preach, such a great organization. You've got summer camps that are available as well.
Yeah.
For people that want to get involved.
Yeah, so summer camps are starting next week, and then we have our 9-week program, which is our big event. So we train girls to run a 5-kilometer fun run, which is happening at the end of May. It's called Soul Awesome. So it's all about our core values, which are support, open-minded, loving, and enthusiasm. And the goal is to just connect families so that they can run together and move together. And it's not just about running. It's a fun run.
It sure is. And for information, that'll come up on your screen, and very, very quickly, we're going to show the picture of your inspiring woman, because we're asking our viewers, and who are we seeing very quickly
here?
This is my mom. This is your mom.
Yeah.
This is your mom. She raised a good girl, and you've done a great job. Thank you so much. Happy International Women's Day.
Thank you so much.
And again, for more information, you can check out her website. We're going to take a break here on Breakfast Television. Watch this.